sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now a play fake here on first down. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jayon Brown able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw there caught by Gallup. That'll be a gain of 16, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They're going to need some therapy after this. Mike 7, Mike.
50. Hey, you block over here.
7's a Mike. Mike 7.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got some turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive. I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Here's Jacobs. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so because then you turn it into a shoot.
And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! Josh Jacobs, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and go. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They hand this off to Harris. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Man, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
Second and 5. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap. And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. It's brought in by Harris. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll make it 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties. And they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll be taken down at the 18. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, but you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
Yeah, showed it right there outside of the pocket and on the money. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hip, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week, an unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
Rodgers throw complete here to Waller. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Powers past him at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up for the 1st and goal.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Raiders go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, I think when you talk about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And he will have a Steelers 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw again. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Solomon Thomas make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Under pressure, they got him again. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Steelers send out their punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Take it at the 37. Oh, nice move.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. 50, 300, 300.
To throw is Rodgers. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Mike, 55. Check 55. Mike.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. That's caught by Waller out left side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is.
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Third and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime.
Let's go, P. Big Sears right here. We got to step it up.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And the Raiders have got him. Solomon Thomas has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to pump this one away.
It will go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Meanwhile, Rodgers throw into the hands of his receiver, Guyton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Looking right sideline, that's complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Tight end right. We got three, fellas, we got three.
Mike 7.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Rodgers going to throw. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Now Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 30. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and the lead will be cut down to 14.
So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top.
As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
Takes it at the 7.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Don't be scared of it.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers, throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. 20, 10, 5,
and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
And that is where Darren Waller really excels. He led all NFL tight ends in yards after the catch in 2020. Another nice effort here.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field. But to me, he was pretty well gliding downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way to pay dirt.
This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. On the give, this is Harris. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half so far. Good second half. And well, sometimes, I guess. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the 3rd. That right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Raiders.
They run again with Harris. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This one fielded at the 5.
And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Hey, take 26.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and it didn't do it very often.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And this one is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Vegas. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Jacobs.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Raiders add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else. But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. It's brought in by Harris. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Right side caught by Jackson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Three quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Looking to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll drop to throw. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players who somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st down, it's Harris. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Trayvon Mullen. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded out to 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now Harris. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Second and 11 now.
Check 33. 33.
Get that quarterback here.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Steelers on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. A solid punt, but also a nice return there, 14 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. A 1st down and more for Jacobs. Past the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Flushed out right. And he's got a man here, complete. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check three.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. Down to about the 22 here. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. They go with Jacobs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Las Vegas, they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they'll have another home date next week as the Miami Dolphins come to town. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.